Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katelyn, and today we are doing another Monster Mash. But today I wanted to delve into some of my childhood internet culture and do a Monster Mash from a website that I used to be on a lot. My friends and I would spend hours on this, and I know I snuck some internet time in at school and just basically played this anytime I could. I'm talking about Neopets. So Neopets is probably one of my most fond childhood memories. I remember waking up from sleepovers and we would all take turns on the family's computer of whatever house we were staying at to go through our Neopets, play the games, add cool paint textures and other things to them, and I don't know, it was just really fun, and I had a blast making all my little Neopets look cool and adding cool effects and all that. So I thought it would be really fitting to kind of delve into one of the things I loved in my childhood and make a Monster Mash out of that. So today we're going to be combining two Neopets. So as you can see, there are a lot of options. There are so many different Neopets. There's a total of 55 different ones. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do a random number generator and pick two random ones to mash together today. So it's all up to chance, so let's go ahead and get that random number generator ready and pick what Neopets we're gonna have today. All right, so we got our random number generator set up, so let's see what we get first. And that's 32. Okay, so the first number is 32. And then next up on the generator, we have 45. Okay, so that gives us two numbers to look up. We're gonna go through the Neopets list and see which two we got. All right, so first up from 32, we have a Bloomaroo, which is this weird kangaroo looking thing. I don't think I ever got this one. I don't remember having this one, but all right, that's our first one. And then the second one is a Drake. So we have two Neopets that stand up on their tails. So that kind of is gonna leave it a little bit easier to put these two together since they have at least a similar body structure. But we do have a much more squishy, soft, kangaroo-ish looking one and also a dragon looking one. So I foresee this being kind of a reptilian kangaroo thing that stands up on its tail, but I am interested to see what we can do with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop in my references. We're going to do a sketch and figure out what we want to do, and then we will do the line art and color and we will be done. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right guys, so we are jumping into this design, and oh boy, yeah, this guy was an interesting challenge in a way. I kind of had an idea of how I was going to combine the two of them, so I just kind of jumped straight into my final design. I know I usually do a couple of different sketches beforehand, but guys, I am running on the most ridiculous time schedule right now, so you'll have to be a little patient with me with this one. Basically, I'm leaving this weekend to go to LA to go to the Scribble Showdown that Ego Raptor is hosting and see a bunch of the animators drawing. I'm going with Echo and Hannah. It's gonna be super fun. So we're going to go do that. So I am in hustle mode to get my videos done for this week and to get my monster manual done. So this guy, I was like, all right, I wanna get a video done for Wednesday. So let's just bust out a Neopet combo. So I was like, I had an idea and I kind of already knew what I was gonna do with it. So I was like, let's just jump in and start with the final drawing right off the bat. So, like I said, this guy, I already had an idea of what I wanted to do. Plus, I mean, Neopets have a pretty simplistic design, and a lot of them are just literally a dragon or literally a griffin, but you add some extra colors. And I just picked the main default colors that were on the website. It was a little hard to navigate and find some of the old colorings because I don't remember what they were called. I know there were so many different variables and different color options when you were making your Neopet, and you could add the specialty themes and all that, but I couldn't really find them very easily because I don't remember what they were called at all. It has been years since I've ever even thought about this, you know what I mean? It's been a very long time. So I didn't really know what to do in terms of coloring. So I was like, let's just go with the default colors that they are on the Neopets preview page, and then maybe next time when I do another Neopets mash, if I do another one, I'll do some cool, interesting skin tone types. I remember there was a demonic or a possessed one. I feel certain ones had an alien one or a swampish, dark colored one. I don't know. I barely remember them. So I could probably do a little extra research and try to find all these different variables and color combos to use for the next future one. So like I said, kind of already knew what I wanted to do with this guy. I jumped in and I wanted to make sure we had a couple different aspects from both. So first of all, the Bloomaroo, I think, Bloomaroo, the kangaroo one, very simplistic design. It has like this weird, I don't know, trumpety anteater face, I guess. And then the rest of the body is very simple shapes, and it's a very simple design. And luckily, the Drake has a lot more character and characteristics to it, like things that I could lean on to add as design aspects. So I had the idea of mostly leaning on the Drake for the overall look, but trying to add some different aspects from the Bloomaroo. For example, its mouth is kind of like the downturned and it kind of tucks back up into itself. But I was like, I don't want to just like slap that on like a dragon. So I was like, what if we took the dragon snout and had it do that same motion? And I thought that worked really well. And then for the feet and arms, I kind of combined both of them. For example, the Bloomaroo has the much wider forearms and these big paws. So I replicated that and added some claws to go along with the dragon look. And then the lower legs, I kind of just went with like my style of drawing them. They kind of look like the Drake's legs, but I extended them a little bit. So this guy is kind of a combo of taking inspiration from the original designs, but then also altering it to be closer to my style. So it looks a little bit less cartoony and a little bit, I guess you could say, more quote unquote intense, or basically my style, a little bit more my style. But when I went into color, I did a combo of both. So I did use kind of my lighter oilish brush to do the blue to green. And then I did more of a cell shading look to match the Neopets look. So it's kind of a mishmash merge of the two styles. So they kind of were good, but also bad. I kind of wish that I did the colors as more like a solid color differentiation. I can't talk. But the green to blue, I don't know, I'm conflicted on it. I think it looks pretty okay, but I also think it could have looked better if I just went all out on just making solid cell shady shapes and just made this whole thing very cartoony and very cell shaded and blocky in terms of colors. But you know, it is what it is, and I think this guy turned out pretty dang cute. All right, and there we go. We are all done with this Neopets mash, and this guy is kind of interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. I just kind of ran with it, and I'm kind of conflicted on how this guy in the end turned out. But I mean, he's not bad. It's just like, I don't know, I feel like I cheated by having two creatures that like stand up on their tails. I don't know. I think that just made it easier. I think for sure I'm gonna try to do maybe another one of these in the future and really try to pick two very clashing Neopets, because I think I just had a slight advantage by getting two randomly that stand on their tails. But I mean, either way, I think this is a very interesting character for sure. I went for a much more cartoony cell shading look to kind of match what the original Neopets looks like. And I feel I made this guy a little bit more intense and a little bit more creepy than the original Neopets. But I mean, I still like him overall. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see me do other Neopets mash, go ahead and leave in the comments down below what Neopet was your favorite, and maybe I'll include it in next time's Neopets Monster Mash. So thanks again guys so much for stopping by and checking out this video, and if you aren't already, you can go and hit that subscribe button. I have new videos every week, and they range from monster mashes to my 100 Dragons challenge to a bunch of other really fun art videos. So thanks again guys so much for stopping by, and I will see you all next time. Bye everybody.